Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Baller Nation. Welcome back. Thank you very much for tuning into this video. Today, I'm going to be reviewing my preseason predictions for the NBA standings. I'm just going to do the Western Conference in this video, and then I'll drop another video where I do the same thing just for the Eastern Conference. That way, just kind of making the videos less long for you to watch. This is the first year that I've made predictions in the past. I just haven't gone back in and reacted to them and see how well I've done. And it's something that I would like to continue to do. Basically, how it is, as you see it on the screen right now, on the what's it gonna be? On the left-hand side, that's gonna be where my predictions pop up. All right, and on the right-hand side, as you can see right now, that's the current NBA standings right here. That's the standings in the Western Conference right now, and I'm not including the play-in games or anything like that. The Lakers, and I'm recording this before the Warriors and Spurs and the Lakers and all them are playing. All right, the play-in games have not happened yet. These are the standings. I'm not counting on the play-in games. It's just the straight-up standings. So Lakers have the 7th seed. The Dubs have the 8th seed, regardless of who wins later. And then after that, I'm going to see how well I've done. And hopefully I did better than you if you were keeping track. If you made predictions, let me know down below as well in the comment section. The Western Conference, for me, a quick spoiler, definitely better than how I did in the Eastern Conference. But let's jump right in. So y'all already see the standings over there. That's the standings. You already know what's up. That's the standings. Easy, just like that. Now let's take a look at what I predicted. We'll start down with the 15 seed, okay? And yeah, I fucked this one up. I predicted, and that's my team as well. I predicted my team to get the 15 seed in the Western Conference, and a big reason for that was because I honestly thought the Western Conference was going to be better than it was. I thought a lot of the teams that finished bottom of the West, OKC, Houston, Kings, Minnesota, I thought those teams were going to be a lot better than they were. But shit, I guess they weren't. Spurs get the 15 seed. I predicted the Spurs to be 15 seed. And as you can see here on the as well, I put how many spots off I was. So Spurs 5 spots off. Y'all get it, all right? I'm gonna continue. 14th, I predicted the OKC Thunder, and I got that one bang on, 100% correct. So what's up? I'm kind of a genius, low key. 13th seed Sacramento Kings. Again, I got this one pretty close. I got the Kings ended 12th. I predicted 13th. That's just one off. I'll take that. That's simple. That's not that bad. The Spurs one, that's a bad one for me, especially because it's my team, bro. Come on. 13 seed Kings. 12 seed, I went with the Memphis Grizzlies, and they finished 9th. That's 3 spots off. I'll take that. Whatever. As long as it's not more than like 5's kind of the max. Anything above 5 is just trash. But I want to keep it between 1 and 2 spots, maybe 3 spots. At the 11th seed, I went with the Minnesota Timberwolves. They actually finished 13th. I was 2 spots off there. Again, I'll take that. I thought they were going to be a little bit better than they were. Karl-Anthony Towns. I mean, and the thing is, too, a lot of the teams' injuries kind of just screwed them over. And that's kind of the unfortunate thing with the NBA. Moving on from the 11th seed, the 10th seed, I predicted the New Orleans Pelicans. They finished 11th, 1 spot out of the play-in game, and I honestly thought that this team was gonna be me predicting them to be 10th. I know a lot of people were predicting them to be higher. People were saying the Pelicans, they look pretty good this year. Zion Williamson's second year, Lonzo Ball was looking pretty good. I think they underachieved. I think we would have at least have wanted to see them in the play-in games, but all right, whatever. But the Pelicans did not underachieve as much as the team I have at number 9, the Houston Rockets. I predicted the Rockets to finish 9th, and I made this prediction, yes, before James Harden was traded, but I predicted Houston to be 9th, assuming Harden was going to be traded, because when I made this at the beginning of the year, there was all this stuff about James Harden. Was he overweight? He was kind of I think he was at strip clubs and shit like that. I don't know if y'all remember that. But there was a whole James Harden fiasco before the year started. We all kind of knew he was going to be traded. Where he was going to be traded was not 100% sure. We knew it was probably going to be in the Eastern Conference. I didn't think it was going to be Brooklyn, but nevertheless, I put Houston at 9. I thought that, look, they got John Wall, but again, injuries and Houston really just did not work out for Houston this year. I predicted Houston at 9. They finished 15th, bottom of the Western Conference. That's 6 spots. That's my biggest difference so far in the Western Conference. At the 8th seed, I got the Golden State Warriors. I predicted Golden State to be the 8th seed. They got the 8th seed. I predicted this. I think this was after Klay Thompson got hurt. This might have been. I think this was definitely after Klay Thompson got injured, and was announced that he would be out for the year. I predicted Golden State at 8. They got 8th, and again, if you're watching this, the play-in games have already happened, so Golden State might have beat the Lakers and might be the 7th seed right now, but that doesn't matter here. I'm just doing straight off the regular season, end of season standings. Golden State 8th, got it bang on. The 7th seed, I predicted the Phoenix Suns. They got the 2nd seed. I was 5 spots off there. That's a tough one. And I will admit, before the year started, and I did say this a lot before the year started, I'm not that big on the Phoenix Suns. I was saying I'm a little bit hesitant on Phoenix, just like it was in Golden State. There were a lot of people who were predicting the Golden State Warriors to finish a lot higher than they did. But I mean, that's the thing with the NBA. It's all kind of crazy, and I should have put more faith in Devin Booker and in Chris Paul. I didn't think that what the Suns did in the bubble, going 8-0, I did not think that was going to be replicable. Got it in the regular season, but hey, they went out there fucking balled out. 6th seed, I predicted the Dallas Mavericks. They finished 5th. That's a 1 spot off. I'll take that. It's easy. Luka Doncic. They definitely did have a slower start to the year. They were kind of struggling at the beginning of the year. Luka was struggling at the beginning of the year. But the team went out there, they balled out. At the end of the day, they balled out. The 5th seed, I went with the Utah Jazz, and they finished 1st, 4 spots off. And that's a pretty big difference, but considering where a lot of other people predicted the Jazz to be before the season started, that's not bad. I know a lot of people were out there saying Utah wasn't going to be in the top 8. I know people out there who are watching this know that they predicted that before the year started. And it's tough. It's all right. Y'all can't all be as smart as me. You know what I mean? It's chill. The Utah Jazz, I predicted them to be 5th. No way, no how did I ever predict them to be the number 1 seed. That's fucking ridiculous. But shit, all right, whatever. Utah, they're chilling on the 1 seed. I wouldn't say chilling. They might have to go up against LeBron in the first round. Who knows? Well, y'all probably know by the time you're watching this. The 4th seed, Portland Trail Blazers. I predicted Portland to be 4th. They finished 6th, 2 off. I'm not that mad at that because Portland, they got hit hard by injuries, specifically CJ McCollum, specifically Yusuf Nurkic. And had they had those guys there, I don't think it would have been that much of a stretch to say that Portland could have been a 4 or maybe even a 3 or 2 seed, just with the way that those two guys can impact the game of basketball. The 3 seed, I got another 100% right here, the Denver Nuggets. That's 3 now in the top 15 in the Western Conference. I got 100% right. Denver at the 3 seed, I predicted them to be 3. They finished 3rd. That's Denver, Golden State, and OKC. Shit, 3 out of, what is it now, 15? I'll take that. At the 2 seed, I went the Clippers, and they finished 4th. Did they intentionally lose on the last day so they wouldn't have to go up against the Lakers in the first round? If the Lakers had beaten the whatever, fucking, who was it, New Orleans? I don't fucking know. Clips, I predicted them to be 2. They got 4. I think this wasn't even. I think the Clippers are happy with their regular season. Like they're chilling. They don't really care that much about their seeding. They just want to be in the playoffs and start balling out right away, just like that. And finally, the 1 seed, I predicted the Lakers to be the 1st overall seed, and they were for a while, and then injuries kind of fucked them up. I don't think the Lakers were number 1 at all. I think Utah held that down for a long time. But nevertheless, Lakers, they were hovering 2 or 3. Injuries fucked them. They finished 7th. That's 6 spots off. That's a big difference right there for me. Overall, I'll take it. I'll take it in the Western Conference. I mean, I don't really give a shit about that. Now what I'm gonna do. All right, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through, and for every spot that I got off, I'm gonna go through and calculate my score for how well I did. All right, so if I got a team, so for example, the Lakers, I predicted the Lakers to be 1. They finished 7th. That's 6 spots off. That's 6 points. I predicted the Jazz to be 5. They finished first. That's 4 spots off. 6 plus 4 is 10. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna obviously try to get the lowest score possible. So if I got every single team right, I would have 0 points because none of them were off. Y'all get it. It's the lower the score, the better. I'm gonna check out how it did. All right, and the final calculation comes out. I got a score of 38 points out of 15 teams. I'll take that. That's not that bad. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this video. By the time you're watching this, I will have already recorded my Eastern Conference predictions or reaction predictions, same sort of thing. I just did it for the Eastern Conference, so be sure to check that out. And probably is already out when you're watching this. I don't fucking know. But yeah, other than that, drop a sub. I appreciate y'all. Peace out.